Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with more XCOM 2. Today we have a difficult alien relay mission, and there's gonna be air patrols dropping in as soon as we make contact. So I'm expecting a very large number of enemies on this mission. And I was thinking about the way I've got this kitted out. More specifically, I've been thinking about Guilty Chimera. I've been trying him out with the Skirmisher rework for the Proficiency Pack, and honestly, it just doesn't do anything for me. I think it's a really fundamental issue the Skirmisher faces, that if you don't overhaul the class, you have a problem. Because he's designed to shoot twice. That's his whole point. He has Marauder baseline. But he has a gun with terrible range, and his built-in mobility only puts him into half cover because there's never full cover on the roof that you grapple to. So unless you get really lucky with grapple positions onto like second story windows and then you're in full cover, the vast majority of the time you spend your first action moving anyway, and then you're just a tech specialist with different abilities because Marauder's not doing anything, you're using the same bullpup. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not hot on tech specialist either. In my opinion, without something like low profile to give them a better chance of taking bad cover and staying there and being safe, or an assault rifle to let them fire at acceptable ranges, the Skirmish is a class designed to shoot twice that isn't good at shooting and usually doesn't have two actions to shoot twice with anyway. They have a bunch of point-and-click abilities that can be pretty good. They have really good individual abilities like heavy hardpoints that can give them very good destructive capabilities with heavy weapons. And you can argue they're more meant to use things like heavy hardpoints than the Ripjack, but the Ripjack is actually the worst melee weapon in the game because sure, it might deal more damage if you build up heat, but the reality is it's the only melee weapon. Assaults and Templars have 100%, the Ripjack is the only one that doesn't guarantee a hit. So having looked through all of these abilities, and I'll hover them now, if anyone wants to see what I'm talking about, they can pause on an individual ability. None of this fixes my issue with the Skirmisher. At all. None of it does. Nothing is making him safe in low cover. Nothing is making the Ripjack guaranteed. Nothing is making him better at firing from a distance. And at the end of the day, I'm so unhappy with the way Skirmishers feel that I feel like the correct decision for the campaign is to not send him on a mission. Not this mission, it's to not send him on any missions. He's a covert ops soldier now. I feel like every time I put him on a mission, it's a liability. Because I could just promote this rookie or that rookie into a combat engineer, and I know that the combat engineer is actually going to do something. They've got a shotgun for chip kills, they've got a flamethrower for guaranteed damage. That's all they need to be better than that Skirmisher is right now, and they're going to scale up to something much better than the Skirmisher ever will. So I'm going to make Hulking Cardinal into a combat engineer and bring him instead. Congratulations on being the coolest class, Hulking Cardinal. Although I will need you to put that cannon away, we don't actually use those here. So, in terms of the squad we're bringing, we've got a Reaper, a Spark, our missing class is a Tech Specialist, but we don't have very many Tech Specialists available at all in the first place. We've got Lead Coffin, our 18 Grenadier with a Frost Grenade, Hulking Cardinal, our new Combat Engineer, Thunder Golem, our Marine with a Flashbang, Stone Invader, our Medic with a Flashbang. Our Sniper, Cosmic Sphinx, is rocking this bow rounds again, they're bringing the Shadow Keeper and a Flashbang. Wayward Traveler has the Hunter's Axe. And I remembered this time, I made notes while I was going to bed about what I needed to do for the campaign in the morning, and one of them, I was going to say that I remembered to install my mobility PCS, but in fact, what I've done is I remembered to learn that I really need to build the Guerrilla Tactics School, but I have a million other things on my mind, and it might not happen for a while as much as I want that advanced mobility sim. Anyway, that minor embarrassment on the side, I think we stand a much better chance with Hulking Cardinal than we did with Guilty Chimera. Let's get into it. For this map, we have the subway tile set. They tend to be very long, but very narrow. We're as far back from we can, basically, but the map isn't really that wide. If you're in the center of it, you can basically see both edges, which is a little bit terrifying. I feel like to play this map properly, you need to fan out and scout both flanks at the same time. You don't have to fight both flanks at the same time, you just need to know where they are, because what can happen is you get to here, and you start your first fight, and you push forward and start fighting at the end. You've seen 2, maybe 3 pods so far. You don't know where the last 1 or 2 pods are. They could be back here, they could be on your left flank, and you have no idea how far back on your left flank. So you just really, really need to aggressively scout on this tile set. For our first move, we'll be taking this.
Roger that.
Just get vision on what's around us and figure out where we can go from here. For our flank scouts, obviously one's going to be the Reaper. I'm going to put the Reaper on the left side because it's the one that's further away, the one I'm least likely to fight on.
I can get there.
And for our right side scout, I'm just going to be using my least valuable unit, which will be the Field Medic. We're going to start by blue moving as far as we can. And we can make it to this full cover, so that's exactly what we'll do. Nothing so far. We don't have any good brace positions. We have this, which looks like it won't be great on our sight. This would be good if it faced the correct direction. We can brace here, maybe. The line of sight might be weird because we're a tile back from the edge. But right now, bracing seems like a far-fetched dream and not something we actually get to do. For now, everyone else just runs as far forward as they can, and I'll be back with you next turn when we're actually making meaningful decisions. Alright, we've got everyone sprinted forward. For alien activity, it looks like we're not actually seeing anything, no pods moving into vision. So let's move our scouts first. The medic's going to slide up as about 2/3 of a blue move. Still nothing. We're going to take... it's not full cover, unfortunately. We're still going to take it. So at this point, it's looking like most of the pods are in the back or on the left. So let's take our Reaper and start narrowing down which one it is. Alright, the pod in this room could be pretty nasty for us. What's super nasty is that we can't actually guarantee a safe move here. If there's something here, it could walk in and flank pretty much any position we take. I think our safest move is this. I was thinking I could jump over this. Now that I realize I can't, I should have moved down here. Alright, so rather than moving my Reaper first, I'm going to move the Marine up and try to get vision on what's in this room in the middle. Alright, we've got a sectoid pod at the edge. We still don't have good vision of this middle part. I'm going to take this move to try to get vision over the middle more without being vulnerable to a flank from it. Alright, another pod, the officer pod. We've got around 12 guys just right here. We've seen enough of the middle that we're safe to take this move on the Reaper, though. That's the big thing. We know this isn't going to get flanked. For our sniper, we're trying to get Cosmic Sphinx up here and braced. It might not even be a good position, to be honest. Is there alternative high ground anywhere that I can really access? I mean, if I can put him behind the enemy units, then technically, but really there might just not be high ground this mission. If there is, though, it's going to be here. It's going to be this spot right here. So we're going to move towards that. I'm going to move my assault up to here. It should be safe from a flank based on all the vision I've got so far. I'm going to take Lead Coffin pretty far forward, just to get more vision going on and try to understand where the last enemies are at. Hulking Cardinal wants to be closer to the middle. He wants to be aiming a rocket at something, so he needs to head left. Which just leaves Ashen Fortress. Always awkward trying to figure out where to put your sparks. I'm going to move him to here. If this pod patrols towards us, it lets us destroy them with the incinerator in an ambush. And if they don't move towards us, then we get to reposition them, so who cares? Alright, let's see what they're up to. Where are they going? Worst case scenario is they patrol backwards. Towards us, left, right, all of that's fine. Alright, I don't want this one patrolling towards us. We have 3 pods here now. The other 2 stayed stationary. So we have a pod here, and a patrol towards us here. This is a pretty nasty position to be in, with the sectoid pods here and here, the officer pod there. And line of sight on this map just breaks out constantly. You can see I can see back here, but the rest of this pod's invisible. It's very hard to figure out what the right play is. We don't have a good high ground brace to fight all this. I'm thinking I want to slip right and move all the way around, but that starts taking an uncomfortable amount of time. For now, we have to start by just having the Reaper get more information. We're going to blue move over here, see what we can see. At this point, I'm pretty confident nothing's on the left, because if it were, it would have patrolled somewhere in division by now. I feel like as a consequence, this is safe, but if I'm wrong, this could be really, really bad. Alright, good. Basically, the only way this would get punished, if there was a pod that started here-ish, that patrolled directly to right here and stopped. It just seems incredibly unlikely for this move to get punished. Unfortunately, it tells us exactly what we're afraid to learn, that the pods are all in the back, and 3 pods isn't enough. There's a 4th pod somewhere. It's a difficult mission. And we need a hell of an opening, because there's going to be reinforcement shortly after we get spotted. First, I want to move up my sapper, try to get more vision on this side. Because if we need a great opening, defensive mines might factor into it, so moving him closer helps us with that.
We're close.
Yeah, I know we're close. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. The medic can follow the sapper. At this point, I'm pretty convinced we're trying to slip around to the right side. There are better braces on the right side as well, so my sniper wants to run as far as they can down this flank. Now, this looks runnable. Okay, I've got more eyes on the pod now. I think I have full eyes on both pods, so I can confirm what is and isn't runnable. And I can just take my Marine straight to here. Am I set up in a position where I'm worried about flanks right now? No. So if I move here, the fear would be that they step down and towards us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles. I can confidently say that preview movement doesn't work on this piece of terrain, and I have no idea how far they can move. My gut says that this is safe, but I also don't trust my gut at all. My assault is really far out of the way right now, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I just move to here and then reposition next turn. Ashen Fortress needs to completely change his position. It's a bit of a hassle, but we'll live. This is just a multi-turn reposition to deal with this position. Not happy about it, but our turn timers are okay for it. We're not taking the risk on the Marine, we're running to the back. Which might give us a blue move to pick up that loot. And our Combat Engineer, do we still have full vision on the pods? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Yes. So I'm not quite this okay with dancing around in line of sight. It says every tile but the one I'm standing on is detected. I'm gonna save it and check. I don't believe this. I have full vision on both of these pods, and it says that they can't see this. Now, this pod sure seems like it can see this, and this pod might not because of high cover, but this man on the left, this demolitionist, I just want to check if I get lied to by line of sight. I'm not even convinced this is the right move because they might be able to troll into me, but I just want to see if it's telling me the truth. Did my routing change and run through? No.
I've got it. You're safe.
Wait, you saw me?
We're visible here.
That's not even the one I thought it would be. I'm actually really confused about the one who saw me. It was one of these guys who actually looked like they shouldn't have line of sight because this is blocked. I'm thinking maybe I stepped out to this tile, but I'm not sure if step outs even exist in XCOM 2, so I don't know. I was expecting to be seen by this guy, not these. But I now do have comprehensive proof that line of sight does just lie sometimes. Which doesn't actually seem like it's Peek from Concealment's fault, because Peek from Concealment isn't even involved in this. This seems like it might be a base game line of sight bug. Or not, I don't know. Could easily be a mod, but this move isn't safe. Now, back to the problem. Where on earth do I put him? Obviously back here. Surprised he has that much mobility. I think Combat Engineers might have more than most, but because I've just loaded my save, all my indicators are messed up. There we go. Nope, 13. That's normal. All right, we got this pod patrolling forward a little bit. Vision's a little bit wonky over there. Where's my Reaper actually at? That would be why my vision is wonky. I don't actually have much vision to speak of. They only see for 3 tiles to my Reaper because of my shadow stacks. I can just blue move in the open and see what's over here. Now the issue is if they patrol this way, I could get pinned. And I can't quite make it to the back of this where I'd actually be safe forever. I'm just gonna yellow move over here. They can't actually catch me to pin me if I make this move. And I just need my Reaper to not get caught right now. Now, everyone else, the complicated part of this. Let's start with my sniper. I need to be moving towards my final destination. I want to be here and in cover at the end of this.
Confirmed.
But let's just take a blue move, take it slow. I'm going to take this high cover to check the back corner of the map for a pod. No. There might only be 3 pods, but I'm convinced there's one in the back somewhere. I don't believe for a second difficult means 3 pods. That just feels wrong because I feel like a lot of missions I see 3 pods. The medic's going to move to the other side of the rock my sniper's on to peek around the other side and see if they're just still in this corner and we didn't have eyes. That is not the case. So we conclusively know this side is safe and we can actually slip around into these high cover positions up here, or half cover positions up here. The question is, where is everyone else going to be? I'm not sure how durable this cover is, but it seems like where my Marine would want to be. Actually, his line of sight from here is kind of not that great. If I'm going to have some soldiers in low cover anyway, the Marine may as well be one of them.
Moving.
Sapper. This gets into the awkward part where there's just not enough cover to go around, especially on the flank I'm trying to get on. I'm just going to be sprinting in with my Combat Engineer, probably the same with my Assaults. My Assault can get to my Sapper's position and nowhere else, so I'll just reposition the Sapper. And that'll be it for him for this turn. Gives us a place to put the Assaults. My Marine might have been able to get this loot last time. I can do it with a Spark during his move, though.
On it.
Because the Spark can just jump up here. Provided the Spark can actually accept prizes from civilians. I don't know that he can. Surely he can. Yeah, good. There's no horrible anti-robot sentiment among the Resistance. And second move, I'll just go to this full cover here. We're running the timer now, but it's okay. This isn't okay. This is not okay at all. Oh god. Are we safe to this? Are we flanked or not?
Hostiles over here.
Okay, good. I didn't have anyone far down. I had everyone who was flankable further back. Safe by 2 tiles. You know, I want this position kind of badly. If I can pull everyone out of vision of the other pods. So I need to pull all the way back from this corner as well. All right, Reaper. Let's get you spying on the rest of the pods. I told you there would be a 4th pod somewhere. I can't move out here, can I? No, I have no idea where the last pod is. But I can just keep moving along this map, and next turn I can cut in here knowing it'll be safe. My Sapper wants to be in a position that's actually safe. My Medic could reposition to here. That is committing to killing the whole pod this turn, I just realized, which is potentially going to be very hard for us. The Sniper just has to back off away from this.
Affirmative. Moving out.
I want them to keep their concealment. And even more importantly, I need this position of high cover for my Combat Engineer.
There now.
The Marine has to move up.
Good copy. Moving on target.
So, I'm honestly curious. Do you feel like Peek from Concealment gives me too much ability to move around in stealth? Or do you feel like it's actually very appropriate that you have these minor adjustments you can make as long as you're going to full cover or moving around on high ground? Because I think I actually really enjoy it. You can argue it's clearly really helping me here in a way that any base game stealth would not. And while I'm mentioning it, it's worth knowing that Peek from Concealment also increases everything's detection radius by a flat value as well to help compensate for this ability. But I really enjoy being able to do this sort of stuff. Now, for my Sapper, I think I just move him into the corner pocket here. No, I'll move him up to here. I should still have some sort of good grenade I can take from this position. Which just leaves Ash and Fortress, who needs to get out of the way. He's probably not really participating this turn, but oh well. I'll be very upset if it turns out to have lied to me about detection radii. Okay, good. And the reason we wanted to do this is now, if I'm correct, nobody should have vision of anything but this pod. Yeah, we don't see anything in the middle. Have I already done the Reaper's move this turn? I believe I have. Yes. Everyone else has already taken their move actions. I think I just hurl this defensive mine forward, or maybe right here so that it catches anyone who tries to get on the other side of this cover. Yeah, that seems like the thing to do, actually. Because they're probably going to try to take positions on this cover. Alright, defensive mine on the other side of this cover. Flamethrower the whole batch of them. Wouldn't it be such a shame if I had brought a skirmisher to this mission instead? Jesus. Get him, Combat Engineer. It's going to be a great first turn for Hulking Cardinal. Great damage rolls, burning on the sectoid. How many kills was that? 4. Nobody even got on the cover because too many were dead to care. We do need to take guaranteed kills on the last people alive. It'll be harder than I would like it to be. I can suppress the gunslinger, I don't have to kill him. I do have a Sapper with a lot of grenades back here. I could just, you know, try to make use of them. Real quick, sectoid soldiers. They have higher accuracy. They can raise zombies, but they don't have mind control. So that's actually more scary right now since he's on fire. I'd actually prefer him to have the ability to use mind control or something to that effect. I don't want to use cooldowns on this. I want to get everyone further into position. I got Shadowfall, which I can use alongside the Medic's grenade. And guarantee the kill on the soldier. If someone else has a shot on the soldier that's half decent, then I'll take that instead. Or if I high roll, I can chip it down with a shotgun. Maybe, it depends on where line of sight is. So I can definitely just Shadowfall to kill now if I want to. I'm just going to move my Spark to here to give high cover to Lead Coffin in case somebody lives and something goes wrong, because there's no way he can contribute meaningfully this turn. He doesn't have eyes on anything. With 3 grenades and feeling like the clock is on, I kind of want to shoot this Gunslinger. Our shot here is only 32%. His cover is so on fire, it's a rock. Okay. Just because otherwise I'm not killing this pod, I'll grenade the Gunslinger. If it high rolls, we can call it a day, otherwise the Marine needs to finish him. That's a pretty severe high roll. I didn't even realize we could crit yet. The Assault just needs to run forward, unfortunately. I'm going to leave him here in case we get flanked on this corner. If we don't get flanked on this corner, we're not even fighting this turn. There's really no alternative to Shadowfall. Normal pistol shots are only 18% and they cost me concealment. So we take the guaranteed chip damage for the kill and keep our stealth.
Target eliminated.
We overwatch on our Marine. And as planned, no one sees us this turn. Is it possible they have climbed up this side? Maybe. But this should be safe due to peek from concealment. It's not corner cover like I thought it was. Let's take our Reaper's move first. I am very confident that this cannot be in range of a pod, based on where they were the previous couple of turns. The amount of vision this doesn't have is kind of scary.
Go where you tell me.
Okay. Didn't even flinch. If anything, they might have moved away. Third pod, I don't know the location of. But what I do know is that my sniper can move here and not pull this turn. Okay. We've got a missing pod. They must have patrolled back the way they came or into this room. That's good for us. My Marine can go up the ladder and then immediately regret his life choices. I think I want my Combat Engineer and my Assault all right here, and my Spark roughly where he is now. The Medic's going to push along this flank probably. The Marine is going to... God, the Marine is a good question. We have managed to Metal Gear Solid our way into a corner, take out the guard pod here, and get a foothold for the rest of the mission. The question is just what the hell is the rest of the mission? Assault needs the most mobility. He's moving up to here. Overwatch, you're not moving further this turn. If I move here, I should be able to jump over and immediately leave on Ashen Fortress. That's good. My Combat Engineer and my Sapper both potentially want to come up here. My Marine. My bloody Marine. There's no full cover over here. There's a half cover with a ladder here. Alright, so I'm going to set my Marine up to go around here and work from this side.
Overwatch.
The Medic can come with him as a flank buddy.
Okay, I'll go.
The Medic's not going to be great at killing people, it's just really here to threaten flanks on various locations. Sapper. Sapper has really good range. I can't see quite from here, but yeah. I would be really okay with my Sapper being up here. Or dropping down and taking a position here, depending on how these scatters go. So I'm just going to move him one tile over, get him as much movement as possible where he's going. My Combat Engineer needs to get in melee range or take chip shots. I'm going to have him running over here alongside my Spark and my Assault. Alright, they're coming towards the middle a little bit. Not very much, but a little bit. Reaper's completely safe here. I can pop up here for high ground and better vision. And this is very flankable, so I don't want to stay here. I want to just run further back. Because we're not braced yet, and I think... Do I need to brace? Like, everyone's in actual vision. That was the scariest... Where am I? Take me away from here. What's going on? What is this dark and loud place? I'm gonna save and reload. Okay, so like I was saying before that horrifying event, everyone's just in normal vision. Okay, so Brace does things other than squad side. It increases my range, it reduces range penalties, reduces their chance to dodge, increases chance to crit against targets that are in cover or can't be flanked. But like honestly, I can just Brace and then hurl the best flashbang of all time, right? That's just what I do this turn. That's how we're opening. Because no one else can get a surprise round. Like, anyone who moves into range to do anything is going to pull instantly. And this is an amazing flashbang. Where is my... They can scatter backwards and catch my Reaper. I think that means I need to pull my Reaper out completely this turn. Yeah. I'm taking my Reaper completely out of the fight for this round. And I'm throwing that flashbang. It's still scary, there's still a lot of them. But with all of them disoriented, it's a lot less scary. And we have to start making our moves soon anyway.
Position compromised.
No one else has anything they can do to get ready. It looks like my Reaper would have been safe where they were, unfortunately, but I couldn't have known that. Very tiny radius on where they're actually scattering to because they're all disoriented, I just realized. Very little has scattered out in this direction.
I'm going.
So my Marine might not have too much to do. Let's get on high ground and see what he sees. I've got vision on one man. A singular target. First, let's just see where Ashen Fortress can blue move to. Not as far as I would like. He actually can't jump over this. Which is a little bit weird. There's been a lot of weirdness with this map. I do want to dangle Ashen Fortress as bait. It is his job. And there might be some pretty sick incinerators from up here, so let's see it. I got 5 chances to hit from high ground. No one has loot, so there's not even anything to be afraid of. Let's see it. Probably gonna get a good few misses here. Yeah, 2 misses, 3 good hits. 2 kills out of that. If I get here, I can 100% axe slow the officer down, I would think. My Marine no longer has vision on anyone, unfortunately, but I can overwatch expecting someone to run forward. Which seems very reasonable to me. My medic wants to take a position that makes it hard for the aliens to reposition on me. The thing is, they don't have good full cover anywhere to begin with. So I'm actually just going to move my medic up here and overwatch as well to prevent them from running this way. Try to keep them all pinned on their side of the map. My sapper can move up here behind the full cover now because I've got a mech. This gives him a much better position. Now to flank him, this is the line you need to cross. Which is really only going to be happening for Gunslinger and Sectoid. Let's preview movement on those two. Gunslinger can take a flank. Sectoid probably can too. Sectoid can't because he's disoriented. So I would like to use this frag grenade in a way that kills this Gunslinger. Really not a thing that's happening. I can run and gun to here and take out the Gunslinger. That seems like what we're doing. Ooh. I was just here a second ago. I didn't have vision on anyone. I think I've scouted well enough with that Reaper that I know this move is safe. I'm ready to be wrong, but I think I'm right about that. Yeah, I scouted super aggressively with my Reaper, and this is safe. Now, we have a 91 on the Stun Lancer, 5 to 7 here, 5 to 6 here. So we take the Axel on the Stun Lancer, it's more likely a kill, where we have a guaranteed kill on the Gunslinger no matter what. 9% chance to miss. Minimum damage, though. That does mean we can take a chip shot with our Combat Engineer, who couldn't get in a good position this turn anyway. This 9% matters a lot more. Alright, good.
That's right.
Now, we can move up to here, which gives vision on what exactly? I don't think it's going to be the Stun Lancer. We can take this position for vision on the Stun Lancer. Okay, so it looks like if we want vision on the Stun Lancer, this is kind of the only position we've got. And vision on the Stun Lancer is our #1 priority right now. We don't want that guy alive. I don't like this map. Alright, we're back. Let's take this shot. Only a 5% chance to hit, but a 100% chance to kill. 8 left. The flank is secured for our sapper. His grenades aren't the best. I can drop it here-ish. I need to find the slot. I can take a damage roll on these two and hit the officer. I can't imagine I'm going to get anything better than that. I don't like using cover destruction just for damage, but this is some serious good damage. 2 kills out of that. 1 down to chip range, but no shotguns left. Let's see it. What have you got? An Overwatch with Disorient debuff. Nothing. You got absolutely nothing. You don't have any shots from here. You're on fire. So you're dead next turn then. Oh no, he's shot the fortress. Oh, this is just sad. They're not even landing their shots against him. But yeah, this is his purpose. This is why you're on the team. Not only do you not need cover, you give cover to other people, and you take away shots off of our team. You're like the world's best Mimic Beacon. Man, I cannot wait to get that perk that gives you armor every time they miss. Alright, we knew they'd be coming soon. It looks like a relatively small pod. Here come the reinforcements. We would really like to have somebody with a defensive mine over there, but it's just not happening. No eyes here. They just didn't deploy this direction at all, which is really unfortunate. It's not like there was room to bring them down anyway. I'm going to keep my Marine here and overwatch him. For the medic, I'm just going to move to here and overwatch. That'll get me a better position to flank down here next turn if I need to. Coming over to our Reaper, we can get them involved this turn. We know nothing is down here to punish them. Blue move to here or to here. We still have a flank shot on that Stun Lancer here, but it's not guaranteed to kill. Down here, we have a flank shot on that Trooper, which is guaranteed to kill, and that's the important part. We have to have guaranteed kills on these shots, otherwise we might reveal, and suddenly this soldier is in an awful position. So I'm taking this position for the guaranteed kill. It's only a 97, actually. There's a 3% this goes really badly. I have 2 Troopers to pick from. I would assume I want to leave this one up because other people are more likely to deal with them, and this one's more likely to reveal me. That absolutely makes sense to me. Just don't 3% me. Okay, good, good, good. That was a really iffy 3%. Not only does it leave a soldier alive, it almost certainly gets our Reaper, if not killed, severely wounded. Now, I think I won't... I'm pretty sure if I move here, he'll end up taking an Overwatch, which is bad for us. Reinforcements come immediately. It's the first thing that happens in a turn. I think if I move here into Overwatch, he'll hit the entire pod. I'm not sure of that, but it sounds right. First, let's figure out what our assault's doing. He's pretty close to the sectoid and no one can help him with it. If we can clear out this area, we can actually take this full cover and this full cover. I think my sapper drops off to here and grenades this area. What's the best grenade we've got over there? It's just hitting these two. Do I have a rocket this turn? Because it occurs to me that I would really like to have a rocket this turn. Okay, the only good rocket we have is here, so we're taking this rocket. That's step 1. Combat Engineer can't do anything better than this. Let's see how it goes. 1 kill, Stun Lancer, low health, damage to the objective. Objective doesn't really matter, let's be honest. We got our Sniper up top. We have a guaranteed kill on that Stun Lancer now. That just sounds like the thing to do, but other people might have shots there. What's the Overwatch from? It's from this sectoid. With this Stun Lancer low on health and guaranteed dead, I'm safe to drop off in the other direction with Lead Coffin. And now I can launch this grenade here. I can't quite get the Trooper too, unfortunately. It's very close. So instead, I'm just going to make sure that I get all the cover here. Actually, not getting the cover up top would be good for us. It's high cover facing the enemy. It looks like the cover up top might just be flat out indestructible, though. Now, Wayward, do you have Breakthrough? You're only a Corporal. That is a shame. I've already used my run and gun here. If I just believed in the crit super hard, I could take this incredible move. But I don't. That would be insane. I've been toggling through all of the various slash targets to see if anyone's actually in a place where I'd have good cover. They aren't. This is the best target I have for slash, but this Trooper is not getting dealt with, and this Stun Lancer has to be dealt with by the Sniper. So let's just take this shot now. This always happens. Okay, what's left? I really need the sectoid dead. I need this guy dead too, and these guys weak. There's just stuff I need that isn't happening. I think it is slash on the sectoid. I can move back to here and take a shotgun blast instead. It's not good. I don't like it. If the odds are bad, I'll take the slash anyway. Oh my god, it's only 77% and it can low roll. I thought shotguns had a 3 damage range like sniper rifles, so I must be going crazy. Yeah, I just have to take the slash. It's a serious dangle. Wayward Traveler is not safe here, but I can't leave that guy up. He can easily flank and hit Cosmic. Now, that does mean that we have soldiers here and here that have clear flanks on that character. I wanted to go here and Overwatch, but instead I could take a shield bash. I have a movement action. I could just move here and give him full cover. If I don't put him here and give him full cover and then he dies next turn, I'm gonna feel really bad. And, like, he should die next turn. There's flank shots here and here. But do they actually have cover to get in? That's important. Yeah, they can just... Huh. Can this guy actually get to a flank spot? No, there's no safe cover for him. This guy obviously can. Oh, God. There's a pod coming in. I hate leaving Wayward Traveler out. Like this, he might die. But there are still 6 enemies up. And this pod can have another 5 or 6 in it. I just need to come over here and Overwatch it. I don't have an alternative. We have 2 actions left, so it's going to be reload and Overwatch. Yeah, reload, Overwatch. I need him to shoot this pod. Yeah, there are 5 coming in, 6 coming in. I had to do this. Oh my god, what is this? How many people just dropped? Was that double?
Got some advent here.
I'm very glad I positioned my Spark where I did. He definitely needed to be dealing with this. Oh!
Targets destroyed.
It doesn't work on Overwatch. I really would have appreciated that being a hit. They might take cover on my Spark, though, which would help me out. Okay, so that was a double drop. It turns out that when you get reinforcements from that sit rep, it's a double drop. Overwatch is downtown, don't do a lot. Someone overwatched on the other side of that building. Face off doesn't much matter to me.
Can't move.
We might be getting the objective and leaving this round.
Down here.
So this pod seems to have just not taken their deploy actions, but we have 15 live right now. I think we're leaving. Okay, so I've reassessed this turn. Previously, what I was going to do is drop the evac here, blow up the relay, and get out. I can do that. I have enough movement on everyone. I can grab this loot, kill this with overdrive on the mech, pull the Overwatch, and take everyone safely to this evac zone, and leave the mission right now. Relay destroyed, mission achieved, right? Wrong. It turns out that on this mission type, if you don't kill everyone, it's considered a failure. So I wouldn't actually block the dark event. So I've reloaded the last turn, because apparently the correct play is to desperately try to sort out these 15 dudes who are alive on every side of us. Which is nerve-wracking to say the least, and this was already a long and stressful tactical layer, but it's getting worse. So now, our #1 priority is to reposition our snipers so that they can't be flanked. And deal with this. The people closest have to die so that we can maintain this high ground. First, they didn't really deploy very well. We've got some really good shots here, but none of them are guaranteed kills. I can overdrive, move here, and flamethrower this way, which is probably the correct thing to do. It's gotta be. So let's start with this. How long is this incinerator again? Just insanely long. I think it's actually better to do it here then so that we can use full cover off of this character. I'll even move a little bit further back. to give us more options. Where specifically does Lead Coffin get to? Yeah, he can reach any cover I set up here. If I were to set Ashen Fortress here, Lead Coffin can make this position, which would be really nice because line of sight would be blocked for the flank. So that's what we'll be doing in terms of positioning. We've got at least 2 shots here. Let's make them count. First shot. Oh, right, the robots are resistant. Well, the good news is that gives us the alley-oop on the heavy and the officer from our Marine. Heavy down. Oh, right. I keep thinking the Marine can fire twice, but he totally cannot do that. So, on the officer kill, it's now very much not guaranteed, but we're taking it. Thank God we hit that. Now, I was talking about using this, but honestly, we might need to use a kinetic strike somewhere. We've got the 66 to kill the Stun Lancer back here. Let's look at this side. I've got a flamethrower down here. I don't want to fight this side. I want to pull back from this entirely. I can't slash in because everyone back here is overwatching. I want to move first on Hulking Cardinal because he's the one who's going to be better at taking hits. This is not a great spot to be in, but it is not going to get flanked. Unlike basically everywhere else he can move. Let's check out the Reaper. The Reaper is going to have some guaranteed kills that always happen, right? We can take out this Gunslinger 95% of the time. This Demolitionist 95% of the time. That Purifier, never. So I think this Demolitionist next to the objective is our best shot here. We can reload and then take it, which we may as well. One problem solved. Reaper doing their thing. I can free reload and zone suppress. What is zone suppress actually covering? I can get the trooper, the assault, and the heavy. I can only fire twice though. It's still the best thing that's happening here. We can't possibly deal with all of this. So, take this triple suppression on those targets. The assault's not actually suppressed. Unfortunately, he was right at the edge. Well, I couldn't take 3 shots anyway, so it's fine, I guess. Cosmic Sphinx has no grenades, no Shadowfall, no nothing. But they're also pretty safe from a flank. The only one who could really do anything is the Stun Lancer, and he's already got Stun Lance attacks. Of course, they could flank from this side, which is, I don't think possible, not this turn. I think the terrain here is just awkward enough that Sectoid can't reach me. Yeah. I would be potentially mind controllable by the Sectoid, but the Sectoid just has mind control targets, and that's the world we live in. Got a 76 on this assault in the back, but it's not a guaranteed kill. 75 on this trooper over here. I think actually I'd take this 75, because this soldier could be in an awkward position for us to deal with very, very soon. It looks like we're fighting on both flanks at once, which is never, ever what you want to say you're doing. But it is what's happening. I can take this position, pull some overwatches, and get ready to fight next turn against the Sectoid. Probably has to happen. And I need to pull this overwatch so that my assault can move. Well, get wrecked, assault. You're on your own. That's really unfortunate. I'd have routed differently and ended somewhere else if I knew this. Also, I thought this was full cover and I couldn't see around the corner. This was actually terrible. Please don't mind control me, bro. If I were to preview line of sight from this position, need to zoom out for this. So if I were to preview line of sight from, where is it? This position, it's honestly kind of hard to flank. Line of sight doesn't really extend to the second patch from here. This guy honestly only has the flank here, which is unsafe because of my sniper and he knows it. It's a really terrible spot. We're living on a prayer here. We're flying by the seat of our pants. That's good. We had full cover. Those were low percent shots. I feel like this is even now because he should have pulled the shots and been fine with the damage. 100% to kill on this gunslinger. We just have to work on this side.
By the numbers.
What a nightmarish spot. Now, we've been thinking that we might want Lead Coffin over here, covered here, He can't stay where he is. This is unflankable, so he could move up if I want to use my mech for something else. I've got a Frost Bomb. There are no targets really in range of each other, aside from this mech and that drone. Or the Stun Lancer just on his own. But I don't think I want to use the mech as cover. I think I'd rather take the chance to kill in a kinetic strike somewhere. It's only 2/3, but like... we need to kill this Stun Lancer, or at least prevent him from getting up top and stunning the people there. Alright, I was willing to take the body block, but the kill is amazing. Thank you. Now, where do I want you after this? I don't want you too close to all that. I don't want you taking everyone's shots for free. I'll just move you back the way you came. Lead Coffin is going to be moving up top because it's not flankable this turn. Defensive Mine burning a hole in his pocket, never found a use for it. And preventing the mech and the drone from participating for 1 turn. Cosmic Sphinx still has a shot. Forgot about her. Let it see what our most guaranteed shots are. We have 100 on the mech, 100 on the drone, and then we're down to 78s. The Reaper can deal with this Demolitionist unless it spots her. A 76 on, like, this Trooper, he's suppressed. He doesn't matter. This Assault's not a guaranteed kill. This Trooper helps. This Trooper is part of the reason my Assault is at risk of dying right now. But the bigger risk of my Assault dying is this Demolitionist. My Reaper can find somebody to kill, take the 78. Good luck, Wayward Traveler. Oh, jeez. We knew he was in danger, but we were hoping we could mitigate it a little bit. Apparently our Overwatch did manage to inflict burning on that Assault, though. Okay, we're in full cover. Oh. Right. At least it was a baby grenade. The Sectoid's running even further back, which is awkward for us. That's fine. That's completely fine. Mind control is what we were afraid of. Oh my god, the rock's gone. He's just dead. Well, he's still just dead. He's gonna get repositioned on and killed. Don't get my hopes up. He's gone. Don't make me believe. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. Purifier is confused because he's too far away. Suppression shots doing insane work. The Assault's not suppressed, sadly. But it's just a shot at Ashen Fortress. No one even cares. Ashen Fortress is going to take some serious wounds this time for once. Heavy's taking the shot. Suppression not doing work this time, but hey, I'll take a kill. I wasn't expecting that out of the deal. And the suppression might have been why this shot missed. Okay, we've got to turn left on the transfer. This Assault just needs to get out of here, but he actually can't. I can move here into heavy cover and slash this guy. No one should be able to get a shot on him after that. Okay, Wayward Traveler actually gets to live now. What I get to do is I get to take this slash from high cover, and no one's going to be able to reposition on this. They're all going to be either in high cover or out of line of sight. I cannot believe this guy's alive and contributing right now. Now, I need the targeting here, and I'm not getting it. I'm not quite sure why he isn't in line of sight of anything I do. I might have to just jump down and be revealed. I can move here without revealing and then take what was probably a 100% shot. And I'll still be in stealth. This is my last turn of guaranteed stealth. 89. 11% to get real nasty. Ah, oh, Christ.
I can only blame myself.
Well, some things have to go wrong for you. Sniper, you were at risk of being flanked before. They've kind of thrown that opportunity away. We have 100% on the mech still. We would like to get an explosive grenade on the mech. Does anyone have one? The Marine does. I can reload and throw a grenade on the Marine. I can accept that. Reloading, throwing the grenade. It deals chip, it gets rid of some armor. We need to do this to get through these enemies. Back to things that matter. How's the Demolitionist odds on the Sniper? Not great. I think I take the 78 on the Sniper, otherwise my Reaper's just sort of out in the open. My Sniper is going to be taking a 78 anyway, right? I'm at 100s on the mech, and it has so much health and so much risk. Can anyone else help with that? I have Reflex here. Christ. That is so good. The Marathon, man. Unfortunately, it's not great odds to actually hit. That's unfortunate. Oh, I can damage these guys. I wish I had realized last time how badly I played, but it caught up to me. Unfortunately, I'm not helping the Reaper here, but I have the blast canister instead of the flamethrower one. And this is awkward. This does not target well at all. I can get the heavy and the mech. And the cover this trooper is on, or the assault rather. That's something. Take it. Let's see what damage we get, if any. We don't get an animation, but we just killed the trooper. That's great. Dealt some damage to the mech. We got 100 here on the mech. What is our sniper's odd on damage? Is it guaranteed kill? We're 5 to 7. We need 6. Right, Hulking Cardinal's down here. I want to break line of sight with the sectoid real bad. I don't like being here. If I move to here, I don't have line of sight. If he wants to mind control me, he at least has to move towards us. It gives another dangle for the Demolitionist to go after, which is going to be less valuable than hitting my Reaper. This guy needs to be dead, not for the Reaper, but for Wayward Traveler. Sniper's got to take this shot, unfortunately. No one else is available to help. He can kill Wayward Traveler. That's real bad. I'm going to take the shield bash on the assault. I have nothing worth doing left on the mech. The mech's at least rolling his hits real well. He has done so much work. Unlike some people on this mission. Breakthrough, I can reposition back towards the middle. Okay. I cannot get a mine to reach this mech. I do just have a 92 to hit up here, which is nice. I think I'm just going to move here, throw the mine on the Purifier, and then shoot the mech. The mech has a coin flip to kill, but I think I just do this. I think I do all of this. It's the most actions I can actually put out in a meaningful way. It's never killing the Purifier. What's my medic got? I haven't actually used my medic yet. Hulking Cardinal has nothing. Absolutely nothing. He gonna overwatch somebody when they comes around a corner, though? And if they aren't coming around corners, they aren't participating in combat? Here I've got 100 on the mech, kill on the drone. Coin flip to kill the Purifier. What's your odds of killing the Purifier? A little bit better. Odds of killing the mech are 44.5%. Odds of getting this kill are 66%. And then I could take the almost guaranteed kill on the drone instead of going for the mech. Chip here also means the mine is a roll to kill instead of just never killing. So the odds of this impacting the board state are really, really high. Yeah, you could say that impacted the board state. Second defensive mine that ended up being a really good one in theory and doing literally nothing. Now this never ever kills. Actually, it kills a third of the time. But I'm worried about the med drone costing me actions next turn. 33% to kill is not bad for a mech. I don't think either of these are killing anyone this turn ever. The mech's definitely the one with a better chance to do it. Oh, he has a flank shot on Lead Coffin that I just gave him that can crit. I don't think Lead Coffin's gonna die. He has armor and 8 health, but I'll take this shot to set up for a kill next turn, or maybe if I'm incredibly... Good job. Alright, finish off Wayward Traveler. We all know he's dead. Oh my god, he's going for Ashen Fortress. Look at him doing his job. Wayward Traveler can still just die to some unfortunate luck here. Okay, that's great luck. I'm completely fine with that. Psy zombies are the best thing they could possibly be doing. What's a med drone gonna do? Stun somebody? I'm over here accepting death. The stun is nothing. It's a disorient. It's not even a stun. Yeah, loot expiring, that's fine. That's completely fine. I was worried about dying. Okay, Twilight Queen. You're not gonna mess this up a second time, are you? Because it'll be real embarrassing for us if you do. 100% to solve the problem. Get him out of here. We have 5 active. They are a med drone, a trooper in Overwatch here, a sectoid, a psi zombie, and we have 4 active. Good, I was worried I lost track of one. Now, the sectoid is here. If I can get a grenade onto that sectoid, the assault can finish it off guaranteed with Slash. I forgot you existed, even though I just talked about you. But you know what? You only hit for 3, and even with the crit, you couldn't finish the job. Do something about it. Also, have I mentioned I don't like this map? I don't know if I threw a grenade or not. I hit space and this happened. I think I threw the grenade. Yeah, I definitely did. I'm gonna give it a little while until it switches characters, and then we can save and reload. Again. Okay. I can take the Slash here on the sectoid, but it's no longer safe because that trooper exists, so we need somebody else to sort that problem out. It never ends. Well, that problem just, like, literally just never getting sorted out, is it? I think there was a civilian with loot over here at one point in time, but, you know, it happens. It being the ruthless slaughter of people who are actually on your side, but whatever. Alright, I can't really do anything here other than try to kill this drone, so I may as well get as much range bonus as I can and take the shot. Apparently there's no more to be had, but good enough. We've got Trooper, we've got Sectoid. God, if this guy had Breakthrough, it would just be safe. I don't have Run and Gun back. I can just take this position and check the shotgun. Let's see it. 72, not even a guaranteed kill. And now I can't reach the sectoid with Slash. He was at the exact edge of my movement. It's not like Wayward Traveler deserves to be alive anyway, but maybe that isn't how I should make my decisions here. Let's actually see if we can save lives. I'm out of bullets, but it's okay because I have the quick swap magazine for a free reload. We've got the shot on the sectoid. It's a guaranteed kill with shotgun chip. That is amazing. That is fantastic. That's okay. We didn't need the kill. We've got shotgun stocks. Look at him somehow survive this. Oh, man. If the trooper just takes a suicide flank on Wayward Traveler and kills him with like a 20% shot, I wouldn't even be mad. It would just be justice at this point. Punch out the objective. You've earned it, Ashen Fortress. Hasn't even actually taken a wound. What a nightmare of a mission. Just get running down in case you need to shield bash the trooper next turn. Turned out to not be a great place for the Marine earlier, but it was pretty relevant for fighting all of this. I actually want to sprint around the map a little while and keep this trooper alive to see if I can find any more prizes. By which I mean civilians from the sitrep. I think there's at least one vaguely in the back near my Reaper. There's one on the left right there. That's fine. You literally can't kill him. Take the crit. Yeah, good job. Proud of you, man. Okay. So now our objective is to run around and grab people. The Marine can pick this one up. Oh, man. What a nightmare of a mission. I was originally just going to evac out of here because I thought it was a successful mission even if you didn't kill everyone as long as you got the objective, but apparently not. That's the sort of thing I reload for, is when I just don't understand how the game works and it completely changes my decision making. I'm shocked how well this went. I was expecting at least 1, maybe 2 deaths. For like 2 straight turns, I thought Wayward Traveler was dead. Let's have my Reaper... Let's have Wayward Traveler sprint out this side and get vigilant on everything over here. Okay, it looks like there's no civilians back there. Unless my Reaper sees one over here, which is feeling pretty unlikely, I'm just going to have Ashen Fortress finish this up. Oh, he's not actually in range. He doesn't have reflex movement this time. That's fine. Hulking Cardinal, I'm pretty sure has a 100%, but once again, even if I'm wrong, 4 damage doesn't kill because I have a point of armor. Your crits mean nothing to me, and I have the 100%. What a mission. These last two have been rough.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
35. I mean, I'm pretty sure the MVP is once again going to be Ashen Fortress, but let's check it out. 2 kills, 14 damage, and generally not doing half as much on Stone Invader as I would have liked. Cosmic Sphinx, despite being in a great spot, really not getting that much done, missing half of her shots. Wayward Traveler getting 5 kills, 37 damage, and somehow living. This time, for once, Ink got time to bleed as appropriate. He wasn't just the only person who was wounded. He basically was, but he was actually doing the most while wounded. Sneakiest on Twilight Queen, getting 3 kills and 17 damage, meaningfully contributing. 7 kills, 52 damage, MVP Ashen Fortress. Yeah, that checks out. Wanton Destruction, most assist, kill stealer. I don't really know how you have most assist and kill stealer, but okay. Lead Coffin, dealing 5 kills, 31 damage, landing every shot he took, doing good work. Hulking Cardinal getting 7 kills and 43 damage. He more or less single-handedly took out that first pod and then did a little bit afterwards. And sadly, Thunder Golem doing about as much as their medic, missing over half his shots counting the Overwatches. Better luck next time. What a mission. How many was that again? 35 aliens? Jesus. That double drop made things go from fine to awful instantly. And then on top of that, I wasn't actually allowed to just leave after killing the objective like I thought I was, so I had to take the fight. Welcome home, congratulations, you all somehow lived. Wayward Traveler got incredibly lucky there. Let's go check out the promotions and the loot. 2 Illyrium cores, 100 supplies, 22 trooper corpses. We're gonna make a killing when the black market finally gets interested in these guys. We got a high velocity nozzle to improve our mech's chem thrower. We got our first mech wreck, hell yeah. If we get another one, we can actually make a second spark, and as you might be able to tell, I would be a fan of that. Counter to barrier. I actually don't know what that one does off the top of my head, but it's good that it's not here. Our promotions from that mission, we have Stone Invader, moving up to trauma kits and doing their job as a medic. Cosmic Sphinx reached Sergeant as a sniper. We're gonna be taking high approach angle, get a lot more work done next time we get an angle like that one. Wayward Traveler's gonna be out for 16 days, and he's gonna take Breakthrough and actually start doing so much more work. Because as always, on that mission, you're gonna see I'm looking at a slash, and it's suicide to take it, but it would solve the problem so neatly if I could move afterwards. 11 days of wounds on Hulking Cardinal, wonderful showing on his first mission. Gonna pick up Smokescreen. Would have been nice to have a couple turns there, but I could have thrown grenades to keep people safe. For instance, Wayward Traveler. Our Reaper finally getting their first promotion. We're gonna be working on getting Phase and Vanish like I was talking about. That way I can take these flank shots I'm setting up for and then get away. And with Vanish, I'll be able to reconceal even if I have to move into the open for the flank shot. It's just such a strong combo, makes the Reaper so much more versatile. Since Twilight Queen is our first Reaper, she's gonna be our A-team Reaper more likely than not. She really only has defensive mind and maybe battle scanners. In terms of what's unique to her, only standard intelligence. But there's a lot of stuff you want to spend AP on a Reaper. One of the cooler things is later on you can take Infiltration so that when you instantly reconceal, you'll have 2 shadow stacks, meaning that Silent Killer will not reveal you. You'll just use the shadow stacks to kill someone outright. There's a very good chance that the first time I take her out on a mission where she has Vanish, I also take Death from Above. Because she'd just be getting 2 kills a turn by getting the action point refunded on the first kill if she's in a high spot. It's really gross. And that just leaves Mayhem and Disaster awaiting their promotions. Let's go make sure there's no covert actions I'm forgetting about, and that our Proving Ground is actually doing something. I want to make sure I'm not giving up resources I could be getting. An experimental item would be nice. I have the supply to just hire rookies and throw them at it. I have the crew space to hire rookies and throw them at it. Probably just going to do that then. Black market cost doesn't really matter to me. Basic utility items are past caring. And even though Between the Eyes isn't great, it's not bad. So really, I could justify sending any of these. I think I will actually hire 2 more recruits for the experimental item. That puts us at 45 crew, which is fine, honestly. We can't hire many more recruits after this, but we just constantly feel stressed for soldiers still. Recruiting more is not going to go amiss. So like half of my soldiers in the recruit pool are duplicates now. I don't know how this is happening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use console commands to give myself enough credits to hire all of these people and then immediately fire them. Okay, back at the same starting 407 supplies. We actually have a fresh recruit pool of people who haven't been seen before now. I'm feeling these last two. And I guess I need to get rid of Black Cat for the third time now. Alright, these are our two newest recruits, Jetstream Samurai and Dead Titan. It's a shame that Jetstream Sam and Revolver Ocelot both waited until, like, the point where they would never be relevant A-Team soldiers to show up in the campaign, but oh well. Anyway, they'll look much less serious when they actually go out on their mission because they're going to wear their civilian disguises, poorly, as always. And good luck to you two. Hopefully you don't get captured or ambushed, but if you do, I'm fine with that. So, on the subject of hiring people to go on covert ops, people like Final Enigma, Hidden Tornado, Bitter Flare, these are soldiers that I could be using that are just busy on a covert op. So hiring more soldiers lets me take these people on missions instead of use them for covert ops. Or keep using them for covert ops and do more covert ops, either way. But right now, I just feel so stressed for roster that hiring people to do covert ops is future-proofing myself to have a bigger roster down the road. Although I am down to 360 supplies and maybe getting dangerously low for my planned workshop. Okay, we've got everything going. I don't think there's anything forgotten. It's just a question of what we're doing, and it's building this radio relay. This is the longest we've gone without something happening for a while. Alright, we've got the first part of a rescue scientist chain available. Unfortunately, what we don't have available is good soldiers to send on it, right? We can just upgrade Titanium Mayhem and Apex Disaster and throw them at it. That's what we're doing. You may have noticed I didn't acknowledge at the start of the video. Lead Coffin is brown now because I've changed my sappers to brown. Looking at my thumbnail, there was too much black, white, and gray, so these guys have added a new color code, and Titanium Mayhem is already the right color for the job. Now, coming over to Apex Disaster and looking at the classes we have, we're stacked on combat engineers. We're getting there on sappers. I feel like we have enough souls, enough marksmen. I really don't want the 4th tech specialist, even though it's the only class we have 3 of. In my mind, I'm debating between just getting a 6th sapper because they're really good, or getting another field medic. I'm gonna get a 5th field medic. That feels right to me. No one's gonna be too alarmed by the fact that their field medic is named Apex Disaster, right? Good luck, you two. Oh, I should probably build them. Anyway, like I was saying, I should build these 2 civilian disguises and then send them out on their first mission. Well, I guess like their second mission, or in Titanium Mayhem's case, I think this is actually his 3rd. But covert ops hardly count. Good luck, you two. You think with no soldiers left, maybe we shouldn't be starting chains to infiltrate missions later? That would check out, honestly. Tactical education is done. Slasher Hawk is back again, building up his dodge.
Our action together is complete, Commander.
Also, exact same time, Gothic Toaster is back. Ocelot got his promotion. We've advanced to chain. That might mean that we're starting an infiltration mission, which is rough. But Gothic Toaster's aim stacking is what we really care about. Yep, that is an infiltration available. We have 3 days and 7 hours to wait around to get soldiers back. What do we actually have ready right now? Oh my god, a whole team? A lot of people healed up since the last mission. More time passed than I realized. I think I keep the Spark on reserve at all times and try to avoid infiltrating with him just because he takes longer to infiltrate. And I'd rather use him on assaults over and over again than just one infiltration. So, with no more covert actions left to stack things this month, we could send Toaster out on this mission, and it would be okay. It's the 23rd of the month, and there's no stacking missions available, so people like Toaster and Rhino are available to go on missions if we want them to. I definitely want to send Slasher Hawk. He just hasn't been able to go on real missions in a while, because we've been bumping up his combat intelligence every chance we got. He's up to Gifted now. So we're going to send him on this for sure. Lead Coffin, get our best sapper on the A-Team moving up. Napalm Blizzard isn't just our highest ranked combat engineer available, but the only one available. Black Cat, our best marksman, is available, but they're low on will, so we're going to send Blind Alpha instead. Filthy Colossus is ready to go on a mission, unlike our other assaults, so he gets a slot. And this leaves us in a bit of an awkward state, where the people left are all redundant classes or missing will to begin with. I could promote Revolver Ocelot and put him on the mission. What are we missing? We're missing Field Medic, Tech Specialist, and Marine. So I just said we're missing a Tech Specialist, and Big Money is ready, but he's missing 10 will that he's currently healing up. and we'd be sending him out on a mission without a spark, which sort of limits how good he can really be. So I'd rather save him for the next mission, whatever that is. I think we just have to bring our skirmisher on this mission. I might not like the guy, but we're strapped for troops. He's ready to go on a mission. We're going to promote Ocelot and bring him. We don't have a Marine on this mission, and Mirrorface is ready. So we're sending Mirrorface. We're missing 2 classes from this team. Those are Tech Specialist and Field Medic. Now, I could make this into my 4th Tech Specialist or my 6th Medic, or I could just, like, keep making Sappers as well. That's also an option. The team already has a good Sapper and a good Combat Engineer, right? Some of my best ones. My best Sapper and one of my better Combat Engineers. So looking at Kevlar Armor, it gives us 4 health plus 1. Alternatively, we can just take the Civilian Disguise. The Civilian Disguise should have started off at -1 and increased to 0, but it currently appears to give the same amount of health as a Kevlar Armor, which seems wrong. That further incentivizes me to make the decision I was already going to make, which is to put everyone here in the Civilian Disguises. It does suck to lose the inventory slots, absolutely. But on an 8-man squad, if you send all of them in Civilian Disguises, they finish the mission 2 days earlier. Oh Christ, I just looked at the sitrep and the mission type. Recover Templar-affiliated Operative Psionic Storm. This is exactly what we had on the 4th episode. It's the Nightmare mission. Okay, so we're not using Civilian Disguises, we're using Kevlar Armor. We need the inventory slots and the steam that's going to give us. So, back to this. I honestly might promote him based on what this team needs the most. I'm never picking Tech Specialist. I have no reason to pick a Marksman or a Marine with those already on the team. And Assault Infantry is generally good versus Psionics, but not the most important thing in the world. I think what I'm really looking at is a 6th Sapper or a 6th Medic. I really won't have extras of those specific classes because Sapper is universally good and I need Medics. I think I'm going to make Revolver Ocelot a Sapper, just because this mission type is hard as hell and I feel like I need the Sapper. If I bring a Medic, they're basically just a rookie with slightly better aim. I'm not worried about people dying, I'm worried about people getting mind controlled. So, he's a Sapper. Congratulations. Also, you don't use assault rifles, we use shotguns here. Looking at this team for Disorients, we have our Templar, we have a Flashbang on our Sniper, a Flashbang on our Marine. I will take a Flashbang on my weaker Grenadier, or a Sapper rather. They're going to be out for nearly 13 days. It's going to be a hard mission. Do I have anything better than a Skirmisher? Honestly, I might just take a Squatty Sapper, leaving these 2 Sappers for the future. This one's ready for a mission, this one's healing. Do I think a Squatty Sapper is better than a Corporal Skirmisher? Like, yeah, obviously. They're way better. It's not even close. And I can give him another Flashbang, give him a shotgun. We have all 4 Flashbangs on this team. That's probably right. I'll back one of them off. I'll take the one on the Marine away and give him a grenade. That way I have at least 1 Flashbang for the next assault. But yeah, this is going to be hard. This is just not an easy mission type. Hopefully 3 Sappers will help with killing everyone instantly. But the end of this is just a nightmare. We got a lot of shotguns for chip damage and flanks though. I wouldn't mind a second assault if I have one instead of the Sapper, thinking about it. But I don't have one available, so Blazing Bullet is. Good luck, team. It's gonna be a hard mission.
Covert action immediately, Commander.
Let's keep going on this radio relay. Teamwork training is finished. Silent Cyclone and Iron Rhino have bonded over Iron Rhino's crippling injury. I should have made bonds before sending out that previous mission, because I have enough information to start making bonds. But for our very first bond, it's going to be the barely bonded pair of Iron Rhino and Silent Cyclone. It's a good thing we were planning on brute forcing this one. Yeah, sure, we'll make bond posters. They're both in covert ops disguises for this. That's fine. We'll memorialize the fact it's not a real pair. Alright, back to building the radio relay. Let's see what happens next. We scavenged some alien loot. We got an Illyrium Core, an Advent Trooper Corps X2. Do you get all of them in varying quantities then? And I have an Officer Corps X1 and a Sectoid Corps. Yeah, you get all of them. Okay, so if it's guaranteed Illyrium Cores, this is actually a really good mission type and I should be doing this. I thought you randomly rolled on the table. Also, congratulations to Psycho Mantis and Frantic Nightingale for getting their classes, and Shrapnel Flurry for having her mobility increased. Anyway, back to the radio relay. I think this is Hunt the Chosen Part 1? Anyway, congratulations to you two. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Alright. Let's go check out the Resistance Ring. What did we get? That's incredible. We got Deeper Learning too. Can we put it in right away, or do we have to wait till the end of the month? Yeah, order is already assigned. I gotta wait till the end of the month. But Soldier XP gains increased by 20% is fantastic. And we can cycle out recruiting centers too, because we've gotten all the soldiers we're getting from that. We have a new infiltration mission. Terrifying. Okay, wait, it's fine. It's the Hunt the Chosen mission. It's there forever. We don't have to go on it right now, which is good because we totally can't. We also have off-site facility. So we have a mission about taking down Exalt because they're becoming a problem. We've never actually seen Exalt so far, which is kind of weird. Just haven't encountered that sit rep. We don't need to do this right now. I guess we can. We'd have to send a sergeant on the mission, though, and we're short on troops at the moment, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be building a radio relay, damn it. Let me finish this. And now with this up, we should have access to not just more income, but more mission types for stealing supplies from Advent. That's what a tutorial told us earlier, at least. I think we're going to move over to heat signatures here for the resistance contacts. I'm still not 100% sure what this is, but it's probably good. And retaliation site. We knew it was coming, and hey, Exalt's becoming a problem, just like promised. Who is even on deck right now? That's a good question. We're up to 16. People are just coming back all the time because we have so many people out on missions. First things first, get Ashen Fortress in here. Get the tech specialist mechanic on the team so that they can fix him. Not you. I'm sorry, Doll Eyes, but not only are you not a member of the A-Team, not only are you still a squatty despite being on the first mission, but most importantly, you aren't actually a sergeant, unlike Big Money, so you can't actually heal the spark. Very difficult Exalt Squad terror mission. I think this is also guaranteed to have the Hunter, so this is probably the hardest mission we've had so far in the campaign. We're taking Lunatic Supernova, they're our best medic. We're taking Hidden Cube, they're the best sapper we've got available. We're taking Black Cat, our A-Team marksman. We're taking Gothic Toaster, our aim-stacking Marine, who apparently got a promotion from their previous mission. Let's work on that. We can take There's a lot of stuff I want to buy on this character, isn't there? We can take Ever Vigilant, which we obviously aren't doing by the marks I've taken previously, and automatically overwatches if you dash. We can take Pin on Down for an automatic disorient whenever we suppress somebody. Point and click disorient is great, it makes suppression even better. Or we can take Shredder Armor, which is nice, but not something we need right now. Improving suppression, which is our main job, is what we want for now. So far, we don't have an Assault or a Combat Engineer. We've got Shrapnel Flurry coming in as our Combat Engineer. She's not particularly ready for the mission, but no one is. And there is literally not an Assault on deck to bring. The Hunter is shell-shocked, right? So bringing a second Sapper sounds pretty good. It leaves us very depleted for our next mission, but like the alternative is a Skirmisher. And I've been very vocal about my opinions on Skirmisher this episode, so Sapper it is. Alright, quickly going through weapon upgrades, because those are the hardest to show in the next video, and I usually gloss over them. Our Spark's taking a high-velocity nozzle for more range on his Incinerator. Our Sniper's going to be taking a bipod and whatever else we can give him. Speed Loader is the way to go, which brings us over to our Assault, or our Marine, rather. We're going to be giving them a Scope for further range. We're going to be giving them a Speed Loader for the free reload. They need it more than any other class. And honestly, I'm going to take the bipod off of Black Cat and give it to Toaster. I'm going to take the Experimental Magazine, and then I'll give you another item slot specifically for the Sabot rounds, giving her a second grenade. I really want this bipod on my Marine. The increase to weapon range is really valuable for keeping in the same position and just throwing down fire over and over again. Obviously, the squad sight penalties are more important on a Sniper, but I just feel like I need this on my Marines. It's so valuable for them. I'll be putting down another Scope on my Medic's gun. May as well throw a foregrip and a bedded stock on. It's not like we're using those on anyone else. And we're just going to throw down a bunch of reflex sights on the shotguns that we have. We're going to give the Superior Laser Sight and the Superior Wildcats the same gun. which means we should probably have someone else carry this Frost Bomb. I believe we have 2 sappers, don't we? We do. We can give it to Rogue Wallaby instead. On our Combat Engineer's gun, we can take a Reflex Sight. The bedded stock won't do anything, but we may as well throw it on. And lastly, we'll throw our last Reflex Sight, or a Laser Sight. We'll take the Reflex Sight onto Rogue Wallaby's shotgun. And that's it. This is what we're managing for our A team. What are we looking at in terms of ranks? We've got Knight, which is, I think, equivalent to Sergeant, isn't it? So we got 6 Sergeants, 2 Corporals. We're bringing out our aim stack Marine. It's a shame we don't have a Templar or a Reaper on this mission. I'd appreciate them being here. Unlike the Skirmisher, who I'm choosing to leave behind. What class are we not bringing? Because we're double stacked on Sappers. We left someone out. Oh, we don't have an Assault to bring. That definitely sucks, but bringing 2 Sappers against the Shell-Shocked Chosen seems pretty solid. I think we can take this. It's not going to be easy, though. These last couple missions have been just very, very scary in terms of their sit reps and difficulty. And this one might be the worst of all. And then sometime after this one, we're going to have to play that Psionic Storm holdout mission again. But for now, things have been going great. Despite everything that should be happening, things have been going great. Wayward Traveler is alive for some reason. And maybe that'll keep going next episode, who knows? The House of Cards is bound to collapse, but for now, it is a beautiful mansion and everything is going perfectly. I've been Rather Incoherent. I hope you've been enjoying the series, and I'll see you in the next one.